Hi everyone, today I want to talk to you about a 4.5 foot candle holder. I wasn't planning on making a candle holder since I've made a few of them and I don't want you to think this is all I make. However, they're going to go beautifully with these mirrored vases I intend to make. So I had these vases and I'm bored with them and I decided to revamp them, and that's why it's glittered and it has mirror tiles on it already. So I would recommend when you glitter yours, don't put glitter on the front or the mirror tiles until after the larger mirrors are already on there. But like I said, mine I'm using that I had from a previous project and I just was tired of looking at it. Please excuse my paint clothes. Anyway, this is the opening and that's the base. I'm going to be using that for the base. So what I do is I take a piece of cardboard, that's my daughter's dog Rufus, and the cardboard measures around the vase. I'm going to glue it down with Gorilla Glue. And that's going to make it so I can turn it upside down and I can butt the two vases together to make it tall. So I take a paintbrush, I use Gorilla Glue, I put the cardboard on there, and like I said, it's already glittered, so if I were you, I would glitter it first and let it dry and then do this, but I would stay away from glittering the front of it if at all possible, so you don't have a rough time with putting the mirrors on, because it's not an easy task once the glitter is on there. So here's the hot glue as well as the Gorilla Glue, and I'm just making the base, and that's going to be the bottom, and obviously the dog is into it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this project. Welcome back. I laid both of the vases on the ground on their back, and I added, it was 10 Dollar Tree mirrors in the middle. I butted them up against each other so I knew where the mirrors would go. And I knew that the top would have somewhat of a mirror sticking out because the vase wasn't completely long enough. And if I didn't put the I began gluing the mirrors on in the middle, and like I said, I used a ruler to try to keep this intact just so I knew everything would be straight. I knew I wasn't going to glue it, but I just used it so I could use it to measure to continue my project. Here, where the two vases meet, that is the mirror that the one on the top, it's actually technically the bottom, but it looks like the top on the screen. The one that's sticking out kind of, that's the mirror that I would like you not to glue, because you still have to glue the two vases together and that's going to pose an issue. So just use it to measure and glue everything else. When you're done, I took each vase and I put it on mirrored paper, and I took a ruler and I took the dimensions of what I would need for each side. I then cut it out, stuck it on the sides, hot glued it, and then here I am putting on the gems. I used 36 large diamond fillers and 32 Dollar Tree gems. Here I'm just sticking on the bottom ones, and then I'm going to stand it up and do the top ones. Keep your vases straight and butted together so that everything is straight. Then I took the vase and I turned it upside down so that I had the bottom for the base. And then I took Gorilla Glue and I took hot glue and I glued it on the cardboard to put the mirrored base on top of that. Then I flipped the mirror over, and what would normally be the bottom, which I'm using for the mid piece, I took Gorilla Glue on a brush as well as hot glue, and I glued the two vases together. I waited about 30 minutes for the two vases to dry. And you see the diamond filler and how it's sharp, kind of looking at the end, it's pointy. There really isn't a whole lot of room for adhesive, so if you were to go straight forward with it, it really doesn't have anything to glue to, so you either have to go up or down. So what I did was I took my first diamond filler and I would center it lowered towards the mirror tile, the top of the mirror tile, and then the second one I would take some glue and I would go across the flat part of the diamond filler that was already on there, and then I would glue the two flat parts together, and this gave me the effect that I was looking for my diamond to pop versus being up or down. And I did this with all of them, the large ones as well as the small ones. So there's two in each slot, and I alternated big, little, and so on. Everything's in the description box, but in total I used 36 large fillers and 32 small diamond gems from Dollar Tree. When I was finished with that, I placed the mirror on that I asked you not to, And then I put the diamond fillers around that area as well. I cut out a piece of cardboard that was going to go inside of the vase to hold the candle and bent it on both sides. I took mirrored paper and put it around the piece of cardboard that I cut out. And then I took the cardboard and put it inside of where the vase opening would be. And I took hot glue and I hot glued that inside the vase. And that is what's going to hold the candle. So once I had it inside of the vase and it was secure and I was satisfied with the hold, I took mirrored paper and went around the brown parts inside of the vase. That's the original color that it came. When this is done, you should have something that looks like this. I waited for about 20 minutes for the glue to dry, and then I tested it out and put a candle on there, making sure that it was strong enough to hold. And then just a word of caution, if you have small children, you can order acrylic sheets, 4x6. I'm using photo frames. I'm using the glass from a picture frame. I'm using 4 of them. I don't have small children. If you did, or if you do, I would advise you to use acrylic because no one can get cut, it can't get broken. If you don't, well then 4x6 picture frames will do the trick. Here I took E6000, I went in the middle of the edge, all 4 edges, and took some hot glue, and then I just held it for a few minutes in place until it dried. And then I would move on to the next one, and I would glue all sides of the edge on both ends and put the next piece of glass on there after I went around the edge and got the bottom done. And then I would hold it for a few minutes, move on to the next one. I did this on all 4 sides, and that is how you get a clear top. This is how it turned out. I'm very excited about it. I took a part of a candle sconce, the round glass that you see in the middle, and I just put a candle and 2 white roses in there. This is 4.5 feet tall. So if you were to purchase something like this, it would be pretty expensive. So I'm pretty excited we could do it at half the cost, a fraction of the cost. Most of the mirrors, all of them, are from the Dollar Tree, except with the exception of the bottom, which is a Walmart mirror. Everything is in the description box. I have the SKU number and the name of the vases that I used, and they still sell them because I've seen them. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. If you have been watching, I want to thank you for your time and spending time with me, and I really, really appreciate it a lot. Like I said, I have some mirror vases, and I've been waiting for some supplies, and they're going to go nicely with these, and that's why I chose to go ahead and make this, because it's going to look really pretty. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye.